Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm just sat here talking away to myself. I didn't even realise I wasn't in the studio. I don't know where my head's at today. I'll let you all laugh at me. You're all right. Sorry I'm late. A few technical issues with my computer. Let me know where you're from. Hope you're all enjoying your week. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Stace. I'm a psychic spiritualist medium. And tonight I will be reading from my dragon cards. Hi Avril, hi Gemma, good to see you. Hi Marianne. Marianne was an early bird today. Hi Kim from Leicester. Very nice. Oh, Colorado, USA. And from London. I'm originally from London, South London. Okay. Hi Abby. Okay, so Marianne, are you still here? Because I know you was on early. Let me know if you're still here. Marianne Harris on YouTube. Hi, K-Weezy. I don't think Marianne's here. All right, let's see. Oh, you're living in South London. Nice. I'm from the Wandsworth area. I used to live in Wandsworth. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Gemma, you're next after Marianne, so let's come to you. So these are the cards that I'm using today when I can find the lid. There you go. I always read my cards intuitively and not from the book because I feel the book is the author's interpretation. Marianne, I've just been calling you. You'll have to wait till after Gemma now, my darling. Let me do Gemma first and I'll come back to you. Oh, okay. That's all right. I've had internet issues as well. I had internet issues yesterday, so I know how that is. All right, Gemma. Let's see what Dragon Guide has for you today. I love working with dragons. I do have a dragon guide. He's cobalt blue. And he looks like the dragon from King Arthur. Chat disabled. Oh dear, that's not good. Gemma, you've got initiation. You've got the Queen Dragon there. Isn't she beautiful? Full of purity, full of white, and full of innocence. Now, what I want to say to you is you've been asking Spirit for help with initiating ideas. There's something that you're toying with, you're not sure whether to move forward with, and I kind of feel like you're kind of bouncing between the pros and the cons of picking up this idea and turning this idea into a reality. Now, what I want to say is you have to, this card is a go for it card. It's initiating whatever idea it is that you're toying with, it's telling you to initiate it. So it's making it known that you have to move forward. And if you look, she's ready to jump. Her wings are open and she's ready to jump and test her wings out and fly. So it's about taking a leap of faith as well. It's about trusting what's in your heart. You've got the gold around her chest there, and you've also got the gold around her forehead. Now, the gold around her chest means this is something that you've wanted deep in your heart. It's something you've been trying to manifest. Let me know if that makes sense. But it's about taking that leap of faith, initiating ideas, initiating any moves that you think might be a bit risky, that you're not sure about. This is giving you the go ahead. There is some storm clouds in the background, so I do feel that there's some doubt there. I do feel that this doubt is coming from yourself because if you look at the storm clouds in the background, they're kind of surrounding her, and they're kind of shadowing the outline of her body. So I do feel that you're holding yourself back. It's all your own doubts. It's like you're overthinking things. Stop overthinking it. Write it all down. Make sure you've got everything in order, and then take that leap of faith and initiate them ideas. Because if once you've initiated them ideas, everything will make sense and everything will come together for you. All right, my darling. I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Okay, Marianne, let's come to you, my darling. Yeah, stop your own fears from holding you back, my darling. Okay, stop doubting yourself. Hi, Marianne. Let's have a look, see what the cards have got for you today. See what the dragon wisdom brings in. Hi, Katie. Hope you're well. I'm sorry about my moving about a lot today. I'm on my lap, literally on my lap. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Marianne, as I tune into your energy, I'm feeling like I need to take a big sigh. Excuse me, I'm feeling like I need to take a big sigh. And it's like, oh, here we go again. So there's a situation around you that's going around in circles, and has been going around in circles for a while, and you're getting kind of tired of it now. You're getting weary of it. It's the same thing, same situation, just a different day. Now, what I want to say to you is, if people aren't going to listen, then stop giving them the advice. You can tell somebody the same thing till they're blue in the face. If they choose not to listen, it's on them. You can't lead a horse to water and force it to drink. So next time they come to you with the same situation, yeah, I feel fed up, but I feel more fed up with this situation. Fed up with people coming to me for advice, taking the advice, but they're not listening to it. Does that make sense? So what I want to say to you is, the next time they come to you for the same thing, for the same advice, just say, look, I've already told you what I think you should do or shouldn't do, or whatever the case may be. You're choosing not to listen. Go figure it out for yourself. Sometimes people have to learn their own lessons, and that means standing back and letting them make the mistakes. And it's hard, especially when it's with family and children. It is hard, but sometimes you have to sit back and say, you know what? Go mess it up, because it's the only way you're going to learn. Have sorted some people out but feel weary of others. Yeah, I get that. I get that you're weary of others, but it's because they're always coming to you with their problems and not taking the advice and getting themselves in the same situations. Yeah, that makes total sense. Trying to give yourself more care. Yeah, you need to kind of just step back and let them make their own mistakes and let them learn their own lessons. Marianne, all right. Oh, okay. Let's have that one then. Gratitude. There you go. Look at that beautiful card. You've got the dragon flying overhead. You've got the turquoise. So I do feel that the emotion and the mental situation with yourself is imbalance, because it's turquoise. So you've got both sets of blue there, one for the water and the emotion, the other for the mental clarity. So you've just said basically what this card is saying. It's basically saying, give yourself, take a step back and concentrate on yourself more. But it's also saying gratitude. So even though you're feeling fed up with things at the moment, you've got to be thankful for the little things. Concentrate on the good things. Even when it's a bad day, there's a positive somewhere. You've managed to do the housework, or you've been productive, and you've managed to take time out for yourself and have half an hour, or you've managed to sit down and watch that program that you've always wanted to watch but you've been too busy to. or you feel you've achieved something because you've actually spoken your truth and told somebody where to go without actually upsetting anybody. But yeah, it's about giving gratitude. Give gratitude for all the good things that are in your life, and this will help uplift you. Okay, my darling, it is a lovely colour. Again, you've got the help from Spirit because he's almost white, this dragon. There's a little bit of grey there, so I do feel there's some compromising that needs to be done. Compromise with other people, but don't compromise with your boundaries, if that makes sense. Make sure you set them boundaries. Be grateful for them boundaries. The more you send out gratitude to the universe, the more it'll give you gratitude back, and the more uplifting you will feel. All right, my darling, you just need to breathe. Be thankful you're alive. Be thankful that you wake up every day. Give gratitude for the support that you have around you. And just give gratitude for life in general, really. Every time you get a moment to yourself, give gratitude for it to the universe, right? Send it up there. Send it up there in thoughts. All right, my darling. So I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. But definitely take time out for yourself, my darling, okay? Now, there was somebody else that I saw on here that asked a question about work. Let me have a look. Good afternoon, Brenda. Good afternoon, Catherine, Laura. If I've missed anybody, I do apologise. Hi, December. Again, don't forget we are streaming to Facebook and YouTube. So YouTubers, it's important that you comment so I know that you're there. Otherwise, if I don't know you're there, I can't be drawn to you for a reading. Who asked me about work? I can't find it now. Mississippi Peckham. Very nice. Oh, Abby. There we go. I knew it was there somewhere. Abby Herodecki. I'd like to know what you see for me in work life. All right, then. Let's see if we can get you some answers, my darling. You're very welcome, Marianne. I hope that helped you, my darling. Again, YouTubers, don't forget to keep commenting, otherwise I can't see you there. Because I try to get around as many people as I can, and I try and make it equal between YouTube and Facebook. Oh, okay, Abby, I'm hoping you're still here. Let me know if you are. I know there is a bit of a delay on Facebook. If not, I will go to somebody else. No, Abby. Okay. Let me have a look. Dawn, let's come to you. Will things change? Let's have a look, my sweetheart. Feel free to share and tag and whatever else that brings people in, because you never know, there might be somebody out there that needs some guidance or a card. Hi, Michelle Harris. How are you? Watching from YouTube. Nice to see you. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this evening. I really do appreciate the support. And I know Veronica Jenkins' support is grateful for the support for the page. If you want exclusive access to notifications for when we go live and special events, please join the subscribers group. It's not a lot, less than a cup of coffee. Right. It's been a constructive day. I wouldn't say it's been a good day, but it's been constructive. I've managed to get some cleaning done, managed to get my washing done, managed to sort out 2 bedrooms because my spare room was looking like a dumpy ground. So it's not been a very good day, but it's been a busy and constructive day, and I've managed to get some little jobs done that I've been meaning to do for ages. So that's my positive in a bad day. The fact that I've managed to get something done. All right, Dawn Johnson. Oh, darling, you've got the best card ever. You've got the gifts card. So you have plenty of gifts coming your way, my sweetheart. Things are changing. Now, there's storm clouds behind him, as you can see. Oh, sorry, her. It's the Queen Dragon again. There's a lot of Queen Dragons coming out. A lot of dominant, strong, powerful woman, I want to say. But the storm clouds are behind you, my darling. So that means things are going to get better. Things are going to change for the better, even though they've been a bit rough of late. All right, my darling. Now, I do know you've been asking Spirit for help because her golden chalice there on her head, that's up. And it's almost like it's sending a signal out. You've also got the golden chalice that's shining around her heart. So again, I do know that this is all been an emotional strain for yourself, and I almost feel like you've almost at the point where you're giving up trying. And what I want to say to you is don't give up trying, because the end is close, my darling. Okay, you've got an abundance of gifts coming your way. Spirit have heard your prayers, they've heard you asking for help, and they are going to ask for help. Keep giving them permission to help you. Again, it's about sending them thoughts out. Everything is energy. So the thoughts that you send out are energy into the universe. And the universe doesn't differentiate between right and wrong. So whatever it is that you're wishing for, whatever it is that you want to change, make sure that there's a saying, be careful what you wish for, because the universe will grant it. Okay, so think positive, think strong, keep in control, don't give up, because all good things are coming. Okay, so things are going to change for you, my darling. The storm clouds are behind you, and the future is looking better and brighter for you. So I hope that helps, and I hope that answers your question. All right, my darling. That is very true, Michelle. That is very true. I love my dragons too, Jamie. Good afternoon, Playlove. I hope you're well. Oh, okay, Michelle. As I was reading your comment, Matt, I got a pain in my chest, and it's on the right-hand side. So I don't know. Oh, Spirit have popped in because I'm getting warm. Okay, would you understand a lady in spirit that had heart problems, my darling? I'm not saying this is what passed her over, but I feel like I've got really bad heart problems, and I struggled with heart problems for a while before I passed over. Does that make sense? Thank you, Dawn. Thank you for that. I'll just wait for your reply, my darling. Your mum. Okay, thank you, my sweetheart. I feel very hot with mum as well, so I do know there would have been, I know they tend to come together anyway, so this is kind of sounds generic, but I feel like there was blood pressure issues as well as heart issues with her. And they struggled to get her blood pressure under control, because I'm feeling very hot and very sweaty. Would you understand mum passing with a heart attack? Because I'm feeling the hot, the clammy, the sweaty. I'm getting all the symptoms of a heart attack with mum. Thank you for that confirmation. Now, I said the word conversation because I feel that mum would have been very good at conversation. She was a very wise woman, your mum. And as I'm saying that, I'm getting goosebumps. She always knew the right words to say, when to say them, and who to say them to. If you needed a gentle kick in the bum, so to speak, she would give you a gentle kick in the bum. If she thought you needed cold, hard truth, whether it hurt you or not, she would give you the cold, hard truth. Does that make sense with her breathing was awful? Oh, bless you. Yeah, I'm not struggling to, but I haven't got that with her. I've just got this pain in my heart, this pain in my chest. I'm feeling hot, I'm feeling clammy, and I really don't feel well. Yes, she would. Yes, thank you for that confirmation, my darling. All right, well, Mum's here and she's with you. And like I said, she was very good at conversation. And she's come through because she's saying there's a conversation that you need to be having with someone to give somebody a kick up the bum. Would you understand that, please? It kind of feels like this person's going off the rails a little bit, and I want to go a generation down. So somebody younger than yourself, well, I don't know if it's, she's saying grandchild, so it would be her grandchild. So I don't know if you have children or if you've got a sibling that has children, but there's somebody of the younger generation that needs to kick up the bum because they're slightly going off track a little bit. And they're pushing the boundaries and they're kind of thinking the world owes them a favour. Does that make sense, my darling? And she's giving you a smile and a wave. Yes, you think you know which one. Thank you for that confirmation. Well, she's just letting you know that she's watching the proceedings and she's watching what's going on. And it's not that she's not happy with this younger one at the moment, but if they carry on the way they're going, then it's going to lead them down a life path of trouble. So what she's saying is you need to give some cold hard truths. You need to pull them back in. And I want to go with the male because she keeps saying him. I'm going to trust what your mum's saying, but she's saying he's going a little bit off the rails at the minute and he needs to be reined in. He needs to know where the boundaries are and you've got to be stricter with him. All right, my darling. Yes, you understand that. Thank you for that confirmation. Okay, my sweetheart. What's that? She's drawing my attention to my medication, and I'm on Ramapril. For some reason, she's highlighting the Ramapril. So I don't know if there was an issue with the Ramapril, and I know Ramapril is one of the heart medicines, because I take them myself, blood pressure medicine, sorry. So I don't know if there was an issue with the Ramapril or there was something about the Ramapril, but she's mentioning Ramapril. I'll leave that with you. It's not for me to make sense of it. She's also saying there's somebody interfering. There's somebody kind of sticking their nose into your business where it's not wanted, because she's making my nose itch. And I feel like I've got a bit of a Pinocchio nose as well. So there's somebody that's not, they're kind of interfering, but they're not telling you the whole truth about something. And she's saying you need to open your eyes and read between the lines. She's saying, make sure you read between the lines and take notice of what they're not saying as opposed to what they are. You can't remember the names of the pills. Don't worry about it, darling. She was just drawing my attention to it. I think it was just re-highlighting her blood pressure and everything. But yeah, there's somebody around you that's sticking their nose in at the minute or trying to interfere and trying to give advice. But it's advice that you kind of don't need and don't want. But they're kind of not telling the full story. There's something that they're not saying, or there's something that you're missing. So she wants you to just, whoever it is or whatever it is, she wants you to make sure you've got your eyes open for it. Okay, my darling? Let me draw you a card because she's drawing me to my cards now. She's showing me a gold bracelet. So you would understand somewhere where she had a gold bracelet and it was left to somebody. It was either left to yourself or it was left to another member of the family. But she's mentioning the gold bracelet, and I feel this gold bracelet would have been a Christmas present, because she's showing me wrapped up in a box. And it almost looks like one of them, it looks like a thin gold bracelet, but it was one that you could put charms on. And she's showing me a little love heart charm. You don't know what happened to Mum's jewellery. Bless you. Well, she's paying reference to a thin gold bracelet, and it had like a little love heart charm on it. And it was a Christmas present. You know what bracelet I mean. Thank you. She's just drawing your attention to that. So that's her way of giving you. The gold for me is about an abundance of things. It's about richness, not necessarily financial richness, but it's about richness of the heart, the richness of love, the abundance of love. And this woman had so much love for you, my darling. And she's sending me all goosebumpy and all kind of, oh, she's given me all kind of emotions here. So I do know this, you and Mum were close and you had a lot of love for each other. So she's just wanting to pay reference to that gold bracelet, just to say, you know, because she wasn't one for saying I love you, but she would show it in other ways, she's telling me. Would you understand somebody around you as well that has, oh, bless you, she misses and loves you too, my darling, but she's only thought away. Would you understand somebody that had breast cancer around you as well, my darling? Either here on earth or in the spirit? Because, oh, I'm feeling it in my breast. I'm feeling a lump in my breast, and I'm feeling the dizziness and the sickness of chemotherapy. So, let me know if you can confirm that. Now, shadows, this again, it's about spotting things. It's about there's something you're not seeing, and it's about taking a step back, hiding in the shadows and observing, okay? Because you very often find out things when people aren't aware that you're observing them. Now, how you do this is entirely up to you, but I feel that Mum's saying you've got to get clever. Be clever about it. I don't know if that's a saying she would have used in life, but she's saying be clever about it. All right. But I also feel with yourself there's some shadow work needs doing. She's saying you need to accept yourself for who you are, flaws and all, because there's some things that you're not connecting with yourself, and it's kind of affecting your sense of identity. Cousin up there, I'll thank you for that confirmation, my darling. No, she's not telling me what it's about, and that means it's not for me to know, and it's private business. So again, with it being a public forum, but she's just saying that there's something there that you're not seeing or that you're not missing. Could be to do with this young lad, but again, she's not telling me, and I'm not going to assume. So if it's not to do with this young lad, it'll be to do with something with yourself. But again, I do feel that there's some shadow work with yourself needs doing as well. She's saying there's a little bit of you're not quite sure of who you are at the moment. You've kind of lost yourself a little bit, and you need to kind of find yourself again. So you need to work on your flaws. You need to work on accepting who you are. She's saying you're loving, you're caring, you've got a big heart, and you like to give help to anyone. But on the flip side of that coin, you've got a wicked temper, you're as stubborn as a mule, and you kind of, when you're not thinking straight and when you're not focused, and you kind of go like a Taurian. You kind of go like a bull in a china shop and rush into things without thinking things through properly. So she's saying you need to work on that, work on your patience and work on that temper, and don't be so quick to rush in. Okay, don't be assuming things. So watch from the shadows, observe. Your daughter's a Taurus. Oh, there you go. So you know what I'm talking about. I'm a Taurus too. So you know what I'm talking about then. But she's saying have a bit of patience. Make sure you step back, take a breath before you rush in and assume things. All right, my darling. And I will leave love. So you've got the orange there as well. The orange for me is about vitality. It's about energy. And you've got the yellow there, which is wisdom. So I want to give you some citrine for energy to help you build up that energy. And I want to give you the yellow. And Mum is saying, use your brain, use that wisdom. You know how to work through this. You will know what to say and what to do when the time is right to do it. You've just got to trust yourself. Okay, my darling. I will leave Mum's love with you, and I will say thank you for working with me, and thank you, Mum, for working with me as well. All right, my darling. Okay, let's have a look. She's fiery. Yeah, she sounds it. And you're not too far from the tree, my darling. You're not too far from the tree. Jamie, let's come to you, my darling. Is your name sparkly today? Well, it's a little bit sparkly, but I feel like you've lost your sparkle a little bit. I feel like this week's been a bit tough for you, Jamie. Would that make sense, my darling? So I feel like your sparkle's been dulled a little bit. It has, yeah. Thank you for that confirmation. Okay. I feel a little bit of heartburn with yourself as well. Would you understand that? If it's not with you, it's with a gentleman in spirit. I'm not feeling spirit with me at the moment, so I do feel this is with you. A little bit of heartburn or indigestion or something like that. You're eating too many saucy, spicy foods. Let me know if that makes sense. You haven't had heartburn lately, but it is something that you've had in the past. You just had pizza. That would explain it. Because I feel like I just, needed to catch my breath a little bit there. Because it kind of repeated on me. Food was repeating on me. Yeah, I don't want that, Jamie. You can keep that, thank you, about you laughing at me. You can keep that, my darling. Okay, would you understand feeling hot and bothered lately as well? I mean, I know the weather's been hot, but there's a situation that's really got you riled. Yum to pizza, innit, Joey? Tell me it was ham and pineapple. And don't say pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. It so does. It was delicious, I bet. Would you understand? Oh, I've forgotten what I said now. See, you're distracting me with the pizza. Distracting me with the pizza. Bless you. Yeah, there's a situation around. Oh, yes, I'm bothered. Thank you. I was just about to repeat it. So thank you for that confirmation. I love Hawaiian pizza too, Joey. Oh, please let's stop talking about pizza for a minute. You're distracting me. You would understand somebody in spirit, a gentleman in spirit that loved his food as well, that also suffered with heartburn and indigestion. He couldn't have too many rich foods because it played havoc with his stomach. It played havoc with his stomach and with his digestive system. Oh no, you're fine. I'm only jesting with you, Joey. I'm only jesting with you. Can you understand a gentleman in spirit that loved his food but couldn't eat too much rich food, Jamie? And I feel this would be Grandad. I could be wrong, but I feel this is Grandad. And he's putting on a lot of yawning on me, so I do know that Grandad would have, later on in years, he would have felt very tired. Not too sure it would be, but I have a lot of family in spirit. Okay, well, I feel this is Grandad. And I feel that Grandad, yes, or grandparents in spirit, thank you for that confirmation. I feel this is Grandad on Dad's side. And I do feel he would have been very tired later on in years. I feel there was something that triggered this tiredness off, though. It wasn't like he just suddenly got tired because he retired or finished work, or it wasn't because of an illness or anything like that. He just felt really, really tired, kind of like a chronic fatigue. Yes, that makes sense. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. Okay. So, see, I wasn't planning on doing spirit work today, but they all come knocking on the door, don't they? Okay, Jamie, you would understand yourself feeling very tired at the minute, not because of illness or because of anything else, but because of the world around you has got a little bit overwhelming and a little bit tiring. And like the first person I read for, you feeling a little bit... Okay, now he made me yawn because that was going to be a swear word, and I don't swear in public. So I don't know if Grandad had very colourful language or if he just used it now and again. But he's saying the world's got a little bit up. Yeah, you understand that. I'm so glad you understood that, because I don't swear during meetings. But that's what he would have said. The whole world's gone a bit up. All right. He's trying to make me swear and it's not happening. Grandad, watch your language. I'll wash your mouth out with soap. Okay. Yes, he's got a good sense of humour, all right. He's laughing at me. He's chuckling. And he had this really kind of, I want to say almost like, you know, the Carry On films, who was it that had that really funny laugh? That kind of laugh. Like it's a taking the mickey laugh. I can't remember. Sid. Was it Sid? I don't know if you're young enough or old enough to remember the Carry On films, but it was like a Sid laugh from Carry On films. So I don't know if that's the memory, or if he'd watched Carry On films, or if he's just highlighting that kind of sense of humour. But he's saying, yeah, you don't know those. Oh, you need to watch it. I think it's Sid in Carry On. Well, any Carry On for Sid James. That's it, Avril. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel, as well. Yeah. If you YouTube Sid James laugh, I'm sure you'll find it somewhere. Yeah, look it up. But it's that kind of very funny laugh. Very funny laugh. But I feel like your granddad is doing that to take the mickey. So yeah. But he liked that kind of slapstick comedy, that kind of dry sense of humour, that wit. And I feel he would have had everybody laughing down the pub. He'd go for a pint and he was a people magnet, and he was so sociable and so friendly. Like everybody was drawn to him. I feel like your granddad would have been very popular in his community. He would have been well loved, well known and well liked. But he's coming through to say that you're doing too much, son. He's saying, you're doing too much. You need to calm yourself down, take a breath and start enjoying life. He wants you to go out and have a laugh and have a pint and be with the boys and just take some enjoyment out of life, because it can't be all work and no play, he's saying. So you would understand why he's saying that. All work and no play. He's also putting a pain on my chest. So I do feel that Grandad had problems with his heart as well, because he's putting a pain all across my chest. And I feel like he would have had some sort of surgery. You definitely understand that. Thank you. I feel like he would have gone through some sort of surgery. Again, I'm not saying this is what passed him over, but he would have had heart issues as well. So yeah, let's draw a card. He's saying he would not have believed in this. It's only since he's crossed over that he's realised how true. He died after his surgery. Oh, bless. Because he mentioned the surgery. Oh, bless his heart. That'll be why the surgery's significant then. Thank you for that confirmation. And that's just given me goosebumps. Oh, I've got a funny feeling this is one of the very few times he's come through. I don't believe he's come through very often, but he's a very strong energy, and I feel he would have been a very strong man in life, not just mentally strong, but physically strong as well, up until the chronic fatigue kicked in. He was a very able, very strong kind of man, and the chronic fatigue kind of knocked him off his feet, as well as he's saying the heart aged him. The heart problems aged him, he's saying. Physically aged him and mentally aged him. He was very handy as well, yeah. Yeah, I feel that with him. I feel he was very physically and mentally strong. And he went from that and being fiercely independent. He was fiercely independent. He hated bothering anybody. He hated everybody looking after him. He hated being waited on hand and foot. He just wanted to be the young man that he was. He felt very vulnerable, he's saying, towards the end, and a little bit. You could tell if Grandad was happy with his eyes. He spoke with his eyes. He would tell you that everything's okay, but if you looked in his eyes, you would know he was telling a fib or two. But he's saying he wouldn't have believed in this mediumship and spiritualism and all this speaking to the dead, as he calls it. I'm not speaking to the dead because you're very much alive, young man. But yeah, he's saying he would not have believed it. It's only since he's crossed over that he's been made to eat humble pie, he's saying. He's very much eating humble pie. But he wants you to know that he's in no more pain. He's not in any more suffering. He's quite happy up there. He's enjoying his pint. And he's also saying about roast dinners. So he would have loved his roast dinners as well, I feel, with Grandad. He can have any roast dinner he wants any day of the week, and he's an happy bunny. He's saying he's a happy bunny. Okay, let's see what Grandad has for you. Okay, you've got Avalon. Now, Avalon is a place in King Arthur's world. And again, it seems all the spirits are out tonight. You've got this beautiful turquoise, almost pale turquoise dragon coming in. Isn't he beautiful? And again, he's got some grey there. So it's about compromise. Now, when I say compromise, you've got the fog in the background over the water as well. Now, the water, if you look, it's almost icy cold, but it's stable. So I feel that you've kind of shut yourself off emotionally to hide whatever it is that's getting you down, or any kind of troubles that you have. You hide, you turn them off, you don't share them with anybody. And it's like an icicle sticking out, that tail. It looks like an icicle sticking out of the lake, but it's not. It's actually on land. So what I want to say to you is clear that fog. Take time out, clear that mental fog. The emotions are stable, but they're shut off. You need to open up and you need to talk about your feelings, Grandad is saying. Stop hiding behind the humour, he's saying. Stop doing what I used to do. Because I feel that this is Grandad's defence mechanism, always with a laugh and with a smile and with a witty word or a witty line or two, and nobody would ever know except those that were closest to him. But again, you've got the greys in the dragon, and you've got the trees in the background there. So there is support there, but you're pushing people away, my darling. And he doesn't want you to push people away. He wants you to bring them closer together. He wants you to lean on that support. So again, this is about compromise. It's about compromise with yourself. Work on yourself. Okay, my darling? So compromise with yourself. Work on yourself. Open up to those people that you trust. And stop pushing people away. All right, my darling? And stop doing so much. He's saying stop doing so much and go out and enjoy life more. Even if it's just once a month or once a week down the pub with the boys, or meeting up with fishing or whatever. All right, he just wants you to enjoy life, but know that he's around you. Know that he's sending all his love to you. And know that he's watching you from the background. And if you find anything missing when you've put them down, or you find him moving pictures on the wall or lights flickering, that's your granddad letting him know that he's there. All right, my darling. So I'll leave that love with you, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Okay. Let me see who's next. Oh, that's my cat you can hear in the background. He's wanting to go out, but I won't let him out because it's too wet and rainy. Domino, shush. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, sorry, biscuits. I didn't mean to make you yawn. It's I have to have I have severe sleep apnea. I've forgotten what I was going to say then. I have severe sleep apnea, and I have to have a CPAP machine at night. So sometimes in the day or late at night, it kind of catches up with me and I can't stop yawning. It's not that you're boring me all. It's not that I'm finding this boring. I absolutely love working with spirit. So you just have to excuse me. Mystic, stop writing in capitals. You don't need to be writing. And I won't tune into anybody else's energy that isn't here, because it's like going into somebody's house without having their permission. So I will not go into somebody else's energy unless I've got their permission. And as Doug is not in the chat, I can't go into his energy. The only thing I can say to you, darling, without psychic or spiritual influences, is why don't you just ask him? Have a conversation. I feel this is what's needed. In fact, let me tune into that a bit more. I'm not going to read Doug's energy, but I will say to you that you need to have a conversation. As I tune into your energy, this is about having a conversation and about trusting what he's saying. Hi, JS. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, right. New world, new beginnings. You've got the leopard dragon there with his spots. Now, what do they say about leopards? Leopards never change their spots. So, what I will say is, whatever you feel is going on with him at the minute, he won't ever change. I can say that because, like I said, a leopard never changes his spot. It's like a fingerprint, and he's looking quite fierce there. And I feel like this is a representation of you. That you're quite fierce in your demands and expectations, and I feel this is what puts people off. So when it says new world, I want new beginnings, I want new boundaries, and I want to reset. So whatever you feel is going on with him, if you're doubting that he wants to be with you, or you're doubting there's a chemistry there, go with your gut instinct, my darling. Okay, go with your gut instinct, and this card is telling you to move on and seek a new world. All right, so yep, that's what it's saying. A new world, new beginnings, new roots. You've got all the greenery around you there, so you've got the abundance of new things to come. So there is new things coming in for you. And again, it's about having that conversation. So have that conversation with him. If you're not prepared to have that conversation with him, then I suggest, or the card suggests, that you move on and you move on to a new beginning. All right, my darling? Well, that's what it's saying, new world. So if there's any thoughts of romance, I would say this is a no. All right, my darling. So I hope that helps. All right. So So that is me for this evening, my people. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. Spirit have called me to time, and my hands are aching, so I know the cards have called me to time as well. So enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing. Enjoy the rest of your week. I will be on Prism of Light on Sunday, God willing, and the bus is running. Yes, Jamie, I do readings outside of the platform, but I do charge. Please find me on Facebook. Stace Short is the name on Facebook. It's a profile picture of me. So if you would like to contact me for more information on there, you are more than welcome to. I will not contact you. I don't do that, and any genuine medium does not need to tap for business like that. So again, if you would like a private reading, inbox me or get in touch with me through this page, and I will get back to you. All right, my darling? So have a good night. Have a good week. All being well, I will see you Sunday at 12:30. And stay safe. Bye, everybody. Take care.